Hey guys, Ed here with Aframe Daydream. Today we're going to review some sites at Illini State Park. I don't really remember all the campgrounds that I go to and all the sites, what they look like and stuff, so I made this video for me and maybe for others that plan on going to Illini State Park up near Marseilles, Illinois. This may help you to get a little information about what your site may look like. So stay tuned for the site reviews. All right, here we got site number 8. This is a handicap site, cemented. Fire pit is on your left with a extra handicap accessible fire pit. Picnic table on the left. You got your power on the right. Well cemented. You got a cement path going down to the river, so you can enjoy the river. And your view from backside. This is site number 9, Illini State Park. You get a pretty good view of the river with your power pole on the right hand side, tent and picnic table and fire pit on the left. Big backyard. Back in, it's up on a hill, so if it rains you won't get flooded out in this site. This is site number 10 at Illini State Park, right along the river again. It does have a slope going down. If it rains, there's going to be some water on your left and right of your camper probably. It is a pretty deep site with a big backyard, spacious. Picnic table, fire pit left, your electric box on your right. You could probably get away with your standard cord, but up here I'd probably always suggest bringing an extra length of power cord. We've got site number 11 here. You get a really nice view of a big tree. We've got fire pit, picnic table on the left, power pole on the right. I would say if it rains, you might have a little bit of water, but it looks like it has a pretty good slope. Here is site number 12, probably one of my favorite ones, but you're going to take on some water at this site. Just be prepared. Your power cord is going to be a little bit deep from your camper. Once again, you might want to bring an extra power cord with you. Got a big tree on your backside before getting down to the river with a bench. And you got some water right behind you, so if you do need to get to the water spigot. Site 13, Illini State Park. You're gonna have a little mud on your left. Looks pretty level. Really do like it. Once again, you get a nice big tree view that would be out your window of when you come out every morning. River on the backside, fire pit, picnic table left, power on the right. Once again, probably recommend an extra length of power cord depending upon where you park in this site. Alright, so we got site 16 here. Picnic table on left, fire pit on the left, power on the right. Kind of a short site. We can see that there's some water issues at this site. Once again, you do get that river in your backside. You get a little bit of a lot of land on your backside too, if you have some kids. 17 we've got here. Fire pits on your left, picnic table on the left, the rather deep, medium-sized site. You can get a travel trailer in here, no problem. You do got your lake on your backside, or not your lake, but your river. Rather nice site again. Does have some little bit of water issues, but you just got to be prepared if you do come up here to camp when it rains. All right, here we are, site number 18, Illini State Park. Fire pit and picnic table are kind of in your left back. Looking at the site, if it does rain, just be prepared. You're going to probably have some water. We're not saying this is a bad site. It is right up against the river again. You are going to have a cabin.
It's a fairly short driveway.
Fairly short. You'll have a cabin with possibly people staying in the cabin because it's rented out a lot. Other than that, we're going to travel up here.
Number 19 is the cabin.
Number 19 is your cabin. If you do bring a tent trailer, you can also camp there. Alright guys, here we are. This is Site 20, Illini State Park. Looks rather nice. There are some small issues with this site, but if it is the last one to have, you would take it. I would probably take it. Not the levelest. We can already see that. We can already see previous rainfall that has ran off right around in here. Your power poles on your left. Bring extra cord. Picnic table on left. Fire pit on left. But it is campable. This is site number 21, Illini State Park. Rather deep driveway. This is sits different than all the other campers. It's kind of right on the loop, an edge loop going down to the river. It does have power pole on your backside, picnic table. I guess we're going to say picnic tables on your left with the fire pit on the left. Other than that, you do have a nice little yard if you got some kids or some outdoor activities that you want to do. This is site number 23 at Illini State Park. Pretty big site. It does have electric, 30 amp, standard. Alright, here we are at site 24, Illini State Park. We've got a picnic table on the left, fire pit on the left, and power pole on the left. If you have your power on your camper, it's on the right, and it happens to be more towards the front of the vehicle, you're going to want to bring an extra extension plug to plug in here. Other than that, nice level site. You are exposed a little bit to the tree, no trees around you, as we can see here. However, once again, a great spot up here at Illini State Park. Here we've got site number 25, Illini State Park. This one is actually a pretty wide site here. We've got a place for your camper and a place for you to pull in your driving vehicle. It is a rather sloped site just a little bit. You can tell just by kind of looking here. Other words, you get a pretty good view of the campground. You got the lake or the river down there. Just go across the road, you can get down to the river and check that out. Barges come through. Other than that, site 25, we've got power pole on the right, picnic table on the left, and your fire pit on the left again. Here we've got site number 26, Illini State Park. This is kind of like a double site again. Your main rig can park right here on the left, right by the power pole. It's on the right. You've got your picnic table on the left, fire pit on the left also again. And then you got a place where you can pull in your tow vehicle. Great site. It's got a couple trees on it. Me and Mitzi camped here before, back on Labor Day of 2021. We really did like this site. It does have a little slope. It kind of goes off to the right near the power pole, but you can compensate for that. Once again, this is Illini State Park 26. Here we've got Illini State Park site number 27, handicapped. It is paved. We do have power pole here. We've got the picnic table on the left, handicap fire pit on the left, and another traditional fire pit on the left. Other than that, you got a pretty good tree canopy over you. When you do back in, you can probably see some of the shadows of the trees. And once again, this is Illini State Park, site number 27. Illini State Park, site number 28. This is a non-electric site, so be prepared for dry camping. In other words, you do have a good cover of trees above you. You do have a fire pit and a picnic table, which is on the left. The picnic table that is on the left, you can barely see. It's hidden behind the trees. But in other words, you do have a fire pit to enjoy. Once again, this is Illini State Park, site number 28. Here we are at Illini State Park, site number 29. This site, you got your fire pit on the left, picnic table on the left. Once again, non-electric campsite. You do have some trees to get you through for the morning and the evening. In other words, in the middle of the day, you will have a little bit of sun coming in on you. Great spot to do some tent camping or a travel trailer if you can do some boondocking. Other than that, this is Illini State Park, site number 29. All right, here we go, guys. Illini State Park, site number 30. This is a rather deep site. It is going to be a dry campsite. You do have a picnic table on the left, a fire pit on the left. The picnic table that should be there, it's actually in a different site, number site 21. Once again, this is Illini State Park, site number 30. We've got site number 11 here. You get a really nice view of a big tree. We've got fire pit, picnic table on the left, power pole on the right. I would say if it rains, you might have a little bit of water, but it looks like it has a pretty good slope.